Gearbox has decided to bless us all with an early Mercenary Day gift. If you haven't heard, the first bounty pack, How Rush Saved Mercenary Day, is now live in Borderlands 4, and better yet, it's completely free for all players as an apology for that less than amazing limited time Halloween event. With this update, players now have access to vault cards for the first time, and of course, when new features drop, new questions follow, mainly what's the fastest way to level up my vault card. Don't worry, I've got you covered, and of course the process is stupidly easy. Before we talk about how to level them, let's address why you'd even want to level up your vault card, and the answer is simple. New gear that's pretty decent actually. So this vault card introduces 4 new legendary weapons, 1 SMG, 1 sniper rifle, 1 pistol, 1 shotgun. These are solid pickups for players of any level really. If you're on a new character, grabbing an overpowered weapon whenever you want makes your playthrough way easier. You just need the tickets. Now, each weapon costs 10 vault tickets, so a full set is going to run you 40 tickets. And after your first purchase, you could keep buying them for better rolls. So if you fall in love with that shotgun, get ready to grind for a little bit. But how do you get tickets? Well, obviously you get tickets from completing daily challenges and also from leveling up your vault card. So you can see why you're going to want to level up your vault card. Every level will give you, I believe, 2 vault tickets, so you're going to have to level up 5 times just to afford one of these weapons, or you're going to have to level up 20 times to afford all of these weapons. So just keep that in mind, and that's not counting any rerolls. So obviously the gear is going to be the biggest thing. Now each bounty pack, I believe, will come with a new vault card that you could switch in between, you can level up, and you could complete whenever you want. So just keep that in mind. Now you could also grab some limited time skins and other cosmetics. It's not as important, but it's there if you want to collect everything. Some of them are actually pretty decent. Again, there's skins for every single Vault Hunter, and there's cosmetics for your vehicles and also the weapons. But again, the main draw is going to be the weapons. You get 1 SMG, 1 sniper rifle, 1 pistol, and 1 shotgun. Different vault cards may give you different options for gear, like you may get an SMG, a shield, and a shotgun, you know, but this one, 1 SMG, 1 sniper rifle, 1 pistol, 1 shotgun. I'll have a video covering which one is actually worth buying soon, but I just wanted to go over exactly why you would even want to level up your vault card if you're a completely new player to Borderlands 4, and obviously it's just going to be gear. Alright, so now you know why you want to level up a vault card. Let's talk about the how. Leveling is tied directly to how much XP you earn, so to level fast we want XP dense activities, and of course there are going to be a couple of methods that completely outshine the rest. So first off, make sure you're completing your daily and weekly challenges. If you're a super low level, I suggest going after the easy one and kind of skipping the more difficult ones. So some of these are super easy and some are really dumb, like killing 150 enemies with a ground slam. That one is just a little difficult, and I don't suggest most players go after that one. Prioritize the fast and easy ones, especially early on. Like I said, the more time you spend struggling with challenges and not killing enemies, the less XP you're earning overall. Now, if you are already a super high level with your vault card, then it can be worth finishing more of these harder challenges, since the ticket rewards become a little bit easier to get in terms of doing the daily challenges compared to actually completing a full level and getting 2 tickets. So just keep that in mind. If you're a lower level, you don't have to worry about the dailies and weeklies so much. Obviously, it's a great idea to do them. However, if you're struggling with them, then you're going to want to focus on some of the other methods until you're able to go out and complete the daily and weekly challenges without any issue. However, if you are a UVHM5 player and you're already like max level with the vault cards or something like that, or you're already, you know, all ridiculously leveled up with the vault cards, then I highly suggest you just go after the daily challenges and play your game normal, because there's no real point in farming for 4 hours to get 2 tickets. You might as well just complete the dailies and complete the weekly that way. Now, if you want to really level up your vault card fast, and if you want to level up your vault card multiple times per day, instead of just relying on the daily challenges and leveling up once per day, you're going to need some serious XP income. And of course, the fastest farm is going to be really the drill sites. Any drill site works, but the best of the best is going to be the Pitted Stain, since it has the most enemies per run, and it also has 3 3 mini bosses, so you're going to be getting 3 boss XPs, and they're going to be getting a bunch of normal mob XP. Now, if you really want to speed things up even further, as you could see in the footage or sometime throughout the video, you could run a couple of 3-shot tasers paired with a firework shield. Now, with that setup, you'll basically just have to run in circles and shoot every once in a while the kills just roll in. Obviously, you shoot the taser, it just kills everything within its area. The fireworks also spawn firework, projectiles that kill enemies also whenever you get a kill. So it's just nonstop AoE and killing, from the fireworks and the taser. A run takes around 3 minutes, and you should level up your vault card once per run, at least until you're, around level 25, maybe 30. After that, you'll need multiple runs per level or to switch to UVHM for faster scaling. And obviously, if you do have a friend, you're going to be able to run more drill sites, or you're going to be able to run drill sites faster, and also you could probably run more difficult drill sites like on the UVHM levels, so then you could scrape by with a little bit more XP. But I suggest running UVHM 1, UVHM 2, or just hard mode, clearing these as fast as you possibly can, so then you could get as many mobs as you could spawn in as fast as you possibly can, and you could get more XP. Now, there are other drill sites, obviously. If you're, for the lower levels, if you're not leveled enough to farm the Pitted Stain successfully without really any issue, I highly suggest you go to the Prospects Ripper drill site and farm the Sydney Pointy Legs boss. Still great XP, much easier, and of course, obviously, drill sites in general have a strong legendary drop source, at least, so if you're farming XP and loot at the same time, drill sites are going to be the best way to do it. If you farm this one, you'll hopefully get some better gear to be able to farm the Pitted Stain, and you'll be able, like I said, you run either of these, at least with the Pitted Stain, I know for a fact, every single time I ran one, I would get 1 to 2 levels just on hard mode or on UVHM 1 to 2. Again, that's before level 25. After that, you're going to have to run, 2 or 3 drill sites, but it will take you 3 minutes per level, then 6 minutes per level, and then 9 minutes per level. So it's not really that difficult. The drill sites are probably the best way to go, but of course, there's going to be one somewhat better method, if you want to call it that. And lastly, we have the method everyone loves to hate, and it's for a good reason. It's unfortunately pretty boring. It's going to be the Vile Bounties. Now, if you had to grind to level 50 like the rest of us on a couple of characters, you're probably sick of Vile Bounties, and that's why you would rather run 10,000 drill sites per day than run another Vile Bounty, but they do give a ton of XP and Iridium. They only take a couple of minutes. The downside, like I said, they are extremely boring, and you'll need to be in at least UVHM for them to spawn. So if you don't know about Vile Bounties, if you farm these, check one section of the map at a time so you're not sprinting across the entire zone for every single bounty, and you could get them from the faction sites like the launch pad on the little bounty boards, and also from the safe houses. So if you haven't already, go and get all of your safe houses, silos, and faction pads. Go and do all of the faction quests and everything like that. And then you will be able to kind of maximize the amount of Vile Bounties that you get. Personally, I only like to stick to like the left side of the map or the bottom of the map and everything. I don't really tend to go and do all 3 sections of the map. But if you do one section of the map at a time, you'll probably walk away with like 3 or 4 Vile Bounties per section. That'll take you about 10 minutes, and you'll walk away with definitely a level every single time. It's just so boring. Now, this is probably the best XP method overall in the entire game. Again, it is the best. It's just so boring, and with a weaker loot potential and repetitive gameplay, I wouldn't spend hours doing this unless you're really committed for some odd reason. Like, you really want to start making Borderlands content, so you're going to come out with the best Vi that you possibly can on the vault cards and all of the weapons. You're probably going to have to farm up some Vile Bounties, but truthfully, if you just play the game, you'll level up your vault card just well enough. It's really not that difficult. It doesn't take that much XP. And also, if you just go do your side quest, go do your normal farming, you will level up your vault card without really any issue. And there you have it. That's why this video is so short. It's literally just about the best ways to level up. It's just the best way to level up your vault card fast is just to do the things that you would do to level up normally. If you got friends, run drill sites on harder difficulties. If you're solo, run drill sites on the max difficulty that you could run it at so you could get as much XP. But if not, just playing normally and jumping into these farms here and there will level you up extremely fast. It's extremely... fast to level up your vault cards. It doesn't take that much XP, at least within the lower levels. Don't get me wrong, it's going to get more difficult the higher that you go, but just remember the dailies, run a couple of drill sites per day, and then obviously if you want to really put it into hyper gear because you're falling behind, hit some vile bounties. They're not that difficult to do. Everything on this list is extremely easy, just kind of repetitive, but if you think you found a better farming method, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, smack that subscribe button, and as always, I appreciate you motherfuckers for watching this motherfucking video. Good luck out there, and happy grinding.